Hi, this is Just the Mom, and I'm Karimi Kagwe.
George Kagwe.
Yes.
Just
So, so yes, in the first video I did this year, I talked about the fact that I wanted to have conversations about money and how it affects marriage. Marriage. And the reason I needed to talk about this is because I remember making this comment in my previous video that I feel like it's really important for a woman to have her own money. And how I came to that conclusion is the lessons that I've learned since I became a stay-at-home mom.
I thought you were told that by some elderly lady somewhere.
Yeah, of course. Hey, I've been told that my whole life. Yeah, I've been told that my whole life. Yes.
As a woman, you should have your money.
Why should women have their own money?
I don't know.
You don't know? Because clearly.
I mean, I don't think it's not really about a woman. It's everyone. Everyone should have their own money. It's not just women. Even kids nowadays, like, we should teach kids like the way we are teaching Taji to have, their own money. Like, if you're so tough, get off your parents' payroll. Things like that. So I just don't think it's women alone. It's always great to have different sources of income, especially in this day and age, so that then you can back each other up. That includes kids as well, because there's a way kids can make money nowadays that's very easy.
Interesting. Anyway, so I think the reason that statement is used a lot is because, for example, for me, when I left employment in 2015, and this was something we had discussed before, and I think my expectations were very different as to what the reality on the ground was. Right?
Did you say 2004 or 2014?
I said 2004.
2014.
Gosh, I meant 2015.
15, yeah.
Yes, 2015 October. So these are my lessons, or these are the things that I feel I have observed or experienced since I left work. And the reason he came, I was actually going to do this story time on my own, but he wanted to feature just in case I say things that aren't true.
I'm here to speak for myself.
It's my truth.
And
It's my truth. It's my truth. So, the number one thing I feel like I lost is I feel like I lost my voice.
What do you mean?
Do you know what that means? I
So
lost.
you got a sore
lost.
throat.
Don't you? Be serious.
I'm being serious.
Okay, I lost my voice in terms of now because I was no longer a money-making or an income-bringing member of this family. I did not have a say in how the money that you were bringing in was spent, and there were many incidents. Is that plural for incidents? Anyway, there were many situations where I felt that I should have had some input, or you should have. I never felt like it was like I was considered enough. Right now, to be fair, I mean, after we had many long discussions, I feel like some of it was partly in my head and some of it was true. The reason I feel like it was in my head is because
most of it was partly in your head.
It's my truth, my turn. I feel because I feel like I lost a huge part of my identity when I left employment. I mean, we grew up feeling like you go to school, you get your degree, you start working, you pay your bills, etc, pay a mortgage, buy a car, whatever, but take your kids to school. That's basically the measure of an adult, right? And now all that was taken away because I chose to take care of Taji, like until she starts school, and then so all that combined with the loss of feeling like I don't know who I am anymore, and now having all these things happening, it made me feel like I didn't have a voice in this marriage anymore.
Yeah, well.
So I think I should give a chance to respond to that.
Yeah, I think, and we've talked about this before, I think this thing just covers identity. Like, I don't think the identity of any human being is in your job, is in the car you drive, is in the house you live in. The problem is now, as humanity and society, that's what we've made it to be, right? So majority of people now, your identity is in the car you drive, and that's why there's a lot of peer pressure. The school your kids go to, that's why there's so much peer pressure and stuff like that. But now the norm is being changed. Whatever was the norm before now is becoming abnormal, and now people are going to more of just self happiness you know, and I think that's what this period has been able to help you, is to find what your true joy, where your true joy should come from, what your real identity is, and it's in your passions, it's in you being a mom, it's in me being a dad, it's in those things that you're gifted in that many other people may not be as gifted as you in. It's in those things that are unique identifiers to you as a human being, apart from your chromosomes. It's that thing. So identity, I feel like it addressed a good thing about identity, and it's always good to go through those discovery processes where you find what your true identity is, because you find that not just you but many other people, it's the same. Even for me, like I shut down a business last year March, right? Your phone doesn't
what?
shut down a business.
I said it sounded like it said shattered.
Shut down a business, like your phone doesn't ring the same, no, you don't have more hangouts with people, you know, stuff like that. So there are always pros and cons, but I looked at it and me, I'm like, I'm so great in my identity and self-awareness. I was like, you know, those
Sorry.
were not the things. Hey, madam,
I'm sorry.
look at this one. So those were not the things that that defined me, and so therefore my transition was kind of easier. So like you said, it's true. So majority of us are usually, those are the things that we've grown up knowing, because our folks and society really imprinted those things in our heads, that our identity is in your job, it's in the degree certificate that you have. But the world has changed.
True. Yeah, so that's something I had to go through. It caused a lot of strife in our marriage and a lot of fights. We call them fights because, hey, discussions with you are fights. I'm so sorry, baby. This thing has refused to clear up.
Be kubwa for big
I'm
off.
still gargling and taking ginger and it's not funny. Yeah, so that's identity. The other one was, gosh, that's what I was looking for my notes. I feel like, oh yes, I remember we were talking about it just before we started, the expectations. Yeah, I think I had different expectations. So before, when we had started talking about this stay-at-home mom thing, even before we got married, the picture was, can you actually hear me?
I'm hungry.
Just had it. It's almost lunchtime. The there was this imagery of the discussions you painted were that, you know, at that point you were working, like had a steady income,
Yeah.
right? And I had also registered a business with one of my friends who was also a stay-at-home mom, and the plan was that I take care of Taji and also do the what's it called, business on the side, so that we still have a two income streams. But that didn't work out. I also did some writing jobs for some time, but also that didn't work out as well. So it got to a point I was like, okay, we made an agreement, and at some when now you went into full entrepreneurship, obviously things became harder, right? Because now there was no steady check, and the truth is, and I'm sure you're going to talk about it, the resentment begins to grow, right? Because yes, we've agreed, but life happens and situations change, and